So now let's look into sales concept. We'll be looking into monetary terms. Okay, so what is sales? It is actually a revenue resulting from the exchange of products and service for value. So sales is used to measure the performance of any food service operation. So there are two basic groups used in F&B operation. They are expressed in the concept of whether it's monetary or non-monetary. We look into monetary terms first. So if you talk about total sales, it's actually the total volume of sales expressed in currency terms. So total sales, for example, for the rush hour in was expressed as RM 1,804 for the year ending December 2013. So that is the total sales, the total performance of that food service establishments. And if you look at total sales by category, it's actually a total dollar volume of sales for all items in one category. So if you want to measure the total sales of your steak, then you would have a figure of how much is the sales for that steak for a certain period of time. And total sales per server is a total dollar volume of sales for which a given server has been responsible in a given period of time. So management usually use this calculation in order to see which staff actually perform better than and which staff perform less. The next is the total sales per seat. So total dollar sales for a given time period divided by the number of seats in the restaurant. So how many sales the restaurant generate, and then they divide it by the number of seats. So this one is used by management, especially in chain operation, whereby they want to compare the sales in each of this branch, because with chain units, they don't have a fixed or same number of seats for each restaurants. So some places maybe they have more seating capacity and some they have a lesser seating capacity. So that is how they compare the performance of these units by using total sales per seat. And then the next one is average sale per customer. So this one is used by management if they want to know how much a customer, on average, how much do the customer spend. So if you look here, the calculation would be an average sale would be your total sales, okay, in terms of whether it's ringgit or dollar, divided by the number of covers, the number of customers. So if you look here, it's 1,258 divided by 120 customers, so equals to $10.48. So meaning to say that each customer in the restaurant that comes that day, on an average, they would spend about 10 ringgit 50 cents. So useful to managers who are following trends. They would want to investigate reasons for changes in customer spending. So they can see the spending within that within a certain period of time. For example, during a day, how much do they spend in the morning? How much do they spend in the afternoon? In a month, when do they spend most? So they can actually predict the next trend. Or if there's a decrease in sale, maybe it could be they can investigate whether it's because of a bad service, or maybe it could be due to inadequate promotion done by the staff. The last one is average sales per server as opposed to the total sales per server, as I mentioned earlier. This one is a better indicator of sales ability of a particular individual. So you would want to see how much sale a server can get in a certain period of time. So that is the end of this for this part. I'll see you in the next part. Thank you.